So here's something I need you to really hear and let it land. That thing you keep shoving down, that dream you abandoned, that part of you that lit you up before life got so crowded with everyone else's needs. It's not asking you to leave anyone behind. It's asking you to come back to yourself. I know what you're thinking. I should be spending this time with my family. There's too much to do. Who am I to want something that's just mine? That guilt you're carrying, it feels noble, like it proves you're a good person. But what if I told you that guilt is lying to you? What if the thing you're convinced is selfish is actually the most generous thing you could do for the people you love? Today, we're flipping the script on passion guilt. Welcome to the Joy Shift. I'm Kylie Suarez. Let's get into it. By the end of this conversation, you'll know why passion isn't a luxury. It's fuel. You'll see the hidden cost of abandoning yourself and walk away with real tools to carve out space for what lights you up without torching your responsibilities or your relationships. Let me take you back a few years. I was running my husband's urology practice, which I still do as of today. My daughter was in medical school. My son has come to work with us. From the outside, life looked full and successful. And it was. But I was still exhausted in a way no amount of sleep could fix. Not tired, soul tired. I remember standing in the kitchen one night after everyone had gone to bed, the house finally quiet, our big old bull mastiff asleep in the corner, and this thought just landed. Is this it? I had everything I was supposed to want: a strong marriage, 2 thriving adult kids, financial stability, meaningful work. But I felt hollow. The truth was, I had wanted to write for years. Stories had lived in me for decades, but anytime I considered actually doing it, the voice would show up. There's too much going on at work. You should be supporting your kids right now. What about your husband? Who are you to want something just for yourself? So I buried it again and again. I thought if I kept giving to the practice, to the family, to everyone else, eventually I'd feel fulfilled. Instead, I felt like I was disappearing. Here's what I've seen again and again, especially women in midlife, especially when I had to do my practice in life coaching, who'd been sold a lie. The lie is good women give, selfish women take, and anything just for you must be taking something from somebody else. So we put ourselves last, not occasionally, but systematically, automatically, and quietly. But it costs us, and not just us. When you bury your passion, you don't just lose a hobby, you lose you, the creative, energized, fully alive version of you. And the people around you feel that loss too. They get functional you, not vibrant you, resentful you, not present you, you on fumes, not you lit up. I think about my kids during those years. Even as adults, they were still watching. What was I showing them? That passion gets shelved once life gets serious? That a woman's wants should always be last in line? That's not the legacy I wanted to pass down. I'm sure it's not the one you do either. When you reclaim your passion, you're not taking anything from your family. You're giving them a better version of you. We talked in episode 1 about the permission trap, how we're never given full permission to want things for ourselves. This is where that trap does its worst damage. It convinces us our joy is a threat. There's only so much to go around. But here's the truth. Joy multiplies. When I finally started writing again, just a few minutes a day, everything shifted. More energy, more patience, more joy. My family didn't get less of me. They got someone they hadn't seen in years. Me alive, me vibrant. So how do we actually do this? Because I know you. You're not going to blow up your life. I didn't either. You're not going to drop your responsibilities. I couldn't either. That's not who you are. And guess what? You don't have to. This isn't about an either or situation. It's about a both and. Here's what actually works. 1, start small, like embarrassingly small. Don't wait for an hour of free time. Start with 5 minutes. Write a few lines, doodle, dance to one song. Tiny actions count. 2, anchor it to something you're already doing. No need to find time. Instead, listen to a podcast during your commute. Sketch while your kids do homework. Swap 20 minutes of scrolling for something that lights you up. 3, schedule it like it matters. If it's not on your calendar, it won't happen. Block it off. Treat it like any other commitment. 4, reframe the guilt because it will show up. When that voice says, this is selfish, say, this is fuel, this is necessary. 5, remind yourself, you are worth it. Not because you earned it, not because you finished the to-do list, because you are a whole human being. You're allowed to want, you're allowed to live. I want to leave you with this last thought. The woman who started secretly writing during the pandemic, afraid to want something for herself, is the same woman talking to you now. Since then, I've published 5 novels, launched this podcast, built a coaching practice while still running a busy urology office, supporting a daughter in medicine, working with my son, and saying goodbye to a beloved bull mastiff who saw me through that chapter. Today, I've got a schnauzer puppy who keeps me on my toes and a creative life I didn't think I was allowed to have. Not because I walked away from my responsibilities, but because I finally stopped walking away from myself and everything got better. Not perfect, but alive. Not just functional, but full. That's what's waiting for you too. If you've been carrying guilt for wanting more, I want you to hear me clearly. The world needs the version of you who's alive. Your family needs the version of you who's full, and you deserve to meet her. So here's your challenge this week. Find one small way to reconnect with something that's yours. 15 minutes in the morning, an hour this weekend, whatever it is, make it yours. And when guilt shows up, say, this isn't selfish. This is necessary. Before you go, first, share this with one woman who's been dimming herself down. She needs to hear this. Second, leave a review if this show has meant something to you. Those reviews help more women find this space. Third, hit follow or subscribe so you don't miss what's next. We're diving deeper into reclaiming your time, your energy, and your identity. Want to take the next step? Download the Midlife Reinvention Starter Guide, free in the show notes. And thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. And thank you for being brave enough to want more, even if it feels dangerous, especially when it feels dangerous. See you next week. This is Kylie Suarez with The Joy Shift. Okay, here's what I have to say to make the lawyers happy. The Joy Shift podcast with Kylie Suarez shares my personal views and the experiences of my guests. It's meant for inspiration and conversation, not medical, psychological, or financial advice. Everyone's situation is different. Before making any big changes in your life, talk with your healthcare provider, mental health team, financial advisor, or another qualified professional. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Always choose what's right for you.